Hey, it's Jason. So my son and I are going to start on a cool little adventure with some of these cans and other automobilia that we have. We're going to have a little stand at a local market near the building, so we don't have to staff it, really don't have to do a whole lot, just put some of the excess stuff up there. So it's built in an 1800s barn, and I'm trying to keep our booth cool versus a bunch of new stuff. And this is a wooden crate that was from the Electric Coil Service Company in Reading, Pennsylvania. And it was December 13th, 1967. One set of coils for Westinghouse with a 30 horsepower motor. And my wife and I previously restored an old early 1900s farmhouse that we sold in, I guess we sold it in 2016, maybe it was 2018, and we restored it over the course of about 8 years. And this was in the basement, and I kept it because, being the guy I am, I said, that's pretty neat, it's old, maybe I'll use it. So I'm going to convert this with some hairpin legs to actually use to put things in as a display. Let me show you how I'm going to do that. But first, I want to firm up some of the panels that came loose. I'm going to put those back in. It's just like that tongue and groove. So I'm going to pop that in and then just put some traditional nails in it to try to match what's already in there versus using screws. And then this will be a top. We can set stuff, and I might put a shelf in there, or I might just keep it open. So before I clean it, I just wanted to get an idea of how these hairpin legs are going to work. But basically, I'm going to hook them on each corner. A set of 4 of these on Amazon was 19 bucks. So I'm going to have this whole setup for 19 bucks basically. And it comes with the instructions, pretty self-explanatory. And then the screws, and it looks like little tiny pins that can pop on the bottom to give it traction or something if you're putting it. So what I'm trying to determine is, if I stand it this high, is the shelf going to become too high, and maybe I go long ways. So I'm going to experiment with that right now, and then I'm going to take this and hose it off and clean it, and then install the legs. So very simple. All right, so I've cleaned it, I've hosed it. It needs to, really dry, so I'm going to keep it in the sun. But I began to set the legs in, but I've decided to keep it taller because I can always build up. I only have 6 foot of width by 11 foot of depth, so I was afraid if I made this any wider, then I would be taking valuable space. So I'm going to go up. And to put the legs on, these little hairpin legs are super easy. The $19 comes with all 4. Definitely get them on Amazon. It's the cheapest I found. And it comes with the mounting hardware you'll need. This writing is also on the other side, so I'll retain that as part of the display as well. So let me get the other legs in, and then last I'm going to put a piece of wood. I want to find something that kind of matches it in the middle, but I'm starting to think I may not, because I may put something tall in there, but I might put a shelf right in the middle. Okay, here's the finished product. We have the hairpin legs on, the crate for the electric coils as is. You can still see the writing, and of course, so I have stuff I can put on top of this. This is incredibly solid. Obviously, it was holding quite a bit of weight, but that's a finished product. I think it looks super cool, and I think it's going to work perfect. And the only change I might make is adding a shelf in here, so I get items down here plus items up here. I just got to find a piece of wood I'm satisfied with to do that with. So thumbs up, 20 bucks on the legs, 20 minutes of time. I have something that will go in the booth and look quite nice. As I was thinking about a shelf, I remembered, man, I got a bunch of wood that's not really good to build with, but I'm ripping this firewood shed down, and I got a few lengths I can cut. It's sun faded, it looks old, it's plenty thick enough. I'm going to take these and cut, and I'm going to throw in as shelves. So it's basically repurposing wood yet again, and it won't look too new and I have it. So let me get these to my truck and I'll cut them. All right, so the inside is 2 feet, 24 inches. So I'll rinse this off and pop those nails off. And then that will be an interior shelf. And they cut the next one. Okay, so I'm done. Using that wood, I think it fit perfectly given it was weathered. I actually elected to put the warped one a little bit in the front, just to try to make it look as old as it really is without being new wood. And I just used the flat top nails like this, which is what it was originally constructed with. Man, I got me a shelf for the stand now. Digging it. I'm gonna put gas cans in this, old oil cans I should say. I can probably put 30 cans in here. I can put like 3 deep, 7 wide at the bottom if I wanted to. I could put 21 at the bottom and easily 10 at the top. I'll probably only keep about 20 in it. And then something really cool. And then I have another electrical box here, which, you know, I'm probably gonna put on the ground on top of something. So I think when you have one of these booths, I don't want to stuff it with stuff. I basically just want to make a couple $100 a month out of it, excess stuff I buy or stuff I get bored of, and just display it really nicely so people can get a sense of what it would look like in their home. I have another really cool crate cabinet and some old shelves, so I can have plenty of space for my inventory. So that's it. I'm glad I thought about the wood in the backyard. Subscribe to YouTube. It means a lot to me. I really want to try to get to 3,000 subscribers. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself. But all jokes aside, thanks for watching. Maybe you can find this useful.